When the credits rolled on James Gunn's Superman, 2025, many moviegoers stayed glued to their seats, curious to see how the inaugural film of DC Studios' new shared universe would use the time-honored mid- and post-credits tradition. Rather than unveiling a multiverse cameo or a looming cosmic threat, Gunn delivered two deceptively simple tags that reveal his broader strategy for the DCU. Character first, hype second. Below, we break down each scene, its comic book roots, and why restraint may be Superman's secret weapon as it launches the next decade of DC storytelling. 1. Mid-credits. Man and Dog on the Moon. The first stinger opens in utter silence. Superman, David Corenswet, sits on the lunar surface, gazing at Earth's blue-white marble, while Krypto the superdog curls beside him. There's no stinger dialogue, no ominous shadow in the distance, just a serene tableau that lasts barely 30 seconds. Comic inspiration. Sharp-eyed readers recognized the framing immediately. The shot is a visual lift from Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely's All-Star Superman #6, in which Clark Kent, after rescuing Atlas and Samson, finds a quiet moment on the moon to reflect on humanity. Polygon. Gunn has cited Morrison's 12-issue epic as a touchstone since the film's announcement, and this scene functions as both homage and tonal thesis. The DCU's Superman will merge godlike scale with contemplative warmth. Why it matters. Character over plot. Rather than teeing up a villain, the scene recenters Superman's empathy, sharing a moment of quiet companionship with an animal who, in Gunn's canon, actually belongs to Kara Zor-El. This signals the franchise's emphasis on relationships rather than endless sequel bait. Krypto's future. Kara retrieves Krypto during the film's finale, but the moon tag shows the dog bonding with Clark as well. Expect the Superhound to bridge the Superman and Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow storylines next summer. Den of Geek. Gunn's signature. The director's affection for animals, think Rocket Raccoon, Sebastian the Rat, and Cosmo the Space Dog, is now canonized in DC's flagship property. Fun fact, Krypto's tawny markings were based on Gunn's own rescue pup, Ozu. Screen rant. 2. Post-credits. A crack in Metropolis. The second tag is longer and unexpectedly mundane. In the smoky aftermath of Lex Luthor's earthquake device, Superman and Mr. Terrific, Eddie Gathegi, hover beside a partially repaired skyscraper. Clark tilts his head, noticing a hairline misalignment in the facade. Superman, hate to nitpick, but that wall's about 3 degrees off. Mr. Terrific, 3.2. Don't remind me. Terrific sighs, hoists a gravity projector, and the pair said about nudging the building into place as the screen cuts to black. New faces, familiar ethics. Mr. Terrific's introduction. Gathegi's Michael Holt debuted earlier in the film as tech-savvy field leader of the Justice Gang, a Gunn-coined think tank funded by Maxwell Lord. /film. The post-credits bit humanizes the stoic genius, revealing a rare flash of frustration beneath his fair play mantra. Super cleanup detail. Superhero films often skip the post-battle cleanup, a criticism leveled at Man of Steel and multiple MCU entries. Here, Superman and Holt model civic responsibility, subtly addressing that complaint. Superhero hype. A tiny tease, but no grand promise. There is no name drop of Brainiac or Darkseid, no portal crackling open. Instead, Gunn nods to comics where Superman helps rebuild Smallville or Metropolis brick by brick, a reminder that heroism includes the mundane. Lessons learned from MCU and DCU stumbles. Gunn has been candid about learning the wrong lessons from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, where 5 post-credit scenes created expectations he later struggled to satisfy. Polygon. The DCU likewise littered films with setups, the Legion of Doom, Black Adam vs. Superman, that never materialized, eroding fan trust. By contrast, Superman's tags are self-contained. They add flavor without demanding future payoff. Character-centric. Viewers leave thinking about Clark, Krypto, and Holt, not their cameos' merchandising potential. Tonally coherent. Both scenes echo the film's optimism and gentle humor, reinforcing brand identity rather than hijacking it. Where the tags might lead, if at all. Element potential future probability. Crypto and Kara reunion super goal. Woman of Tomorrow could open with a flashback of Kara gifting crypto to Clark or vice versa.
High.
Justice Gang expansion Holt's resource pool may bankroll the DCU's first-wave hero team, a soft proto-Justice League. Medium. Metropolis reconstruction LexCorp's insurance payouts could fuel Luthor's political ascent, aligning with comics where he runs for president. Speculative. Gunn need not pursue any of these threads. Yet because they're grounded in character logic, they remain viable should the narrative require them, without shoehorning square pegs into round holes, as Gunn described Adam Warlock's later rival in Guardians 3. /film. Final verdict. Restraint as revelation. In the age of cinematic universes, audiences are conditioned to expect teaser trailers embedded inside the credits. Superman flips that script. By offering quiet grace, moonlight with a dog, and everyday heroism, fixing a cracked wall, Gunn reintroduces Superman not as a hype machine but as a humble custodian of hope. The takeaway? Not every bridge needs to reveal its destination, and not every tag must trumpet the next franchise pillar. Sometimes, a silent sit with man's best friend or a gentle course correct on a crooked skyscraper tells us everything we need to know about the world's greatest hero and about the filmmakers steering DC's future. Audiences left theaters talking less about which villain appears next, and more about how good it felt to see Superman be Superman again. That, Gunn seems to argue, is the real post-credits punch.